could do it. Men can't.
It could have been better as a porn.
Go fuck yourself, Tuffy!
Because you're so cute and little.
Finish him.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Well, look who skipped their meds today. And then it was just like, I should drink less.
That's my life. Woo.
Come home to daddy.
All right, say some stuffs.
Some stuffs.
Some stuff. So you're like, I'm still in that red zone where I can continue reoffending for a small period of time where it's still like the same original offense. It's like double jeopardy. You can't get me twice because you still got me on the last one.
I got all these daddy issues. Welcome to Daddy Issues.
She got me loving in the morning, got me singing in the pouring rain, got me wrapped around a finger. I'm perfect in the palm of your hand. Message couldn't be much clearer, like a metaphor make-believe. If somebody would've pinched me, now would be the end of this dream. Well, pardon my manners, just something about you turns me to a savage. If I'ma be honest, I can't help but stare, yeah, I'm losing my balance. Got me running in circles around you to please, yeah, I do what I need to. So pardon my manners, just something about you turns me to a savage. Pardon my manners, but something about you turns me to a savage, savage. And baby, every time you walk by, I can feel magic in the air. Promise this ain't a drive-by. I'm trying to sweep you up and keep you there. Got me running in circles around you to please, yeah, I do what I need to. So pardon my manners, just something about you turns me to a savage.
Ah!
What?
I just was about to roll this joint and I dropped it.
Oh,
It's okay.
That's marijuana abuse.
It's landed on the laptop. I think I can salvage it.
You're an abuser. You're a fucking abuser right now. You just abuse
I'm so insane.
the most important resource we have. It's how Daddy Issues survives anything. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting... Okay, good, I'm getting me. Fucking... God damn it. Alright, I'm about to load this... Like I said I was doing 10 minutes ago. I had to, like, find the goddamn shit. See? We're both dropsies today. God damn.
This is what happens when stressful shit... Man, you know...
We're literally, like, shaking out of our shit.
Well, the shit yesterday with Rosemary set my PTSD off, and to relax, I was like, go upstairs and have a big smoke and watch some bus conversion videos.
Nice.
Because that's a dream. That's what I'm focusing on, you know. So it like puts me in a better mindset because I'm like stressing out. Oh wait, that's a really good idea. We should do that in our bus, you know. And it starts taking my mind off of it. But so many of the videos start out with someone walking towards the camera and doing loads of hand gestures, talking.
Yeah.
And that was too intense. That was too much. I was just like, no, I can't have people. So I'd like so Ben would like fast forward through that bit on all the.
I think we should call this episode Triggered because I am, and it's all about triggers today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
I think that's a great idea.
Better late than never. Welcome to Daddy Issues, bitches.
Hello.
Fuck everyone.
Yeah. Especially that one dude. You know who you are, fucker.
You know who you are. We're fucking coming for you next week. I don't have the time this week because plenty of other fuckers have been fucking up my shit this week. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start on a good note, because if I'm gonna go on a rant, like, we don't really need to start there. We could start in a positive area, which is...
Oh, is it gonna be Champion of the Week? Are we gonna start with that this week?
I think we should start with Champion of the Week, but before we even go there, I just want to bring up the fact that we have 2 new shows on the network.
Yay!
Yay!
I will be listening to your new show during my bath time. You have achieved
Bath
Lily
status?
Bongwater bath time status.
I just want to tell you, I want to accept this award with the greatest of kindness. I want to thank everyone who brought me to this level. Myself, me, THC, me, lots of medical, fucking lots of medical brought me here.
I like the amount of people that are being thanked before you thank the beta. Like he's in his proper place. Thank you, all of you people. Oh, and you, I guess.
Well,
beta.
in regards to beta testing, okay. So, beta testing is a show about a beta male who aspires to be an alpha male, who actually, in his case, kind of had alpha tendencies, you know? Like, way back in the day, he used to be more of a dominant male, and he's kind of shifted gears away from that. So, I'm the alpha, he's the beta, and I'm guiding him kind of like a fucking Sherpa.
Ask me no questions, I will tell you no lies. Careful what you wish for.
You know? And we're going on a journey together to get him out of the bowl. And I'm probably underselling it, but it's really, first of all, Matt is a really relatable guy. Anybody can listen to him. He's got such a, there's such a magnetism about the way he speaks. So I feel like that's really people are really gonna like to hear from him. And he's so raw and out there about how he feels and where he's at and really what he thinks. So it's an unadulterated view on where, you know, a singular beta male is in life and where he's going, which is exciting.
So why does he want to be an alpha though?
I think that he has kind of established that he liked it when he was more assertive. He liked it when he had, you know, more boundaries outlined and he kind of had more assurances about himself, and I think he's kind of lost that a bit. And he wants to reclaim it.
So it's more about gaining his own sense of confidence.
You know, I would say it's just confidence, but there are some certain things that he's just never been and just isn't or wouldn't think to do. Like, you know, just dominant behaviors that are not, like, to quote Sith, he's never choked a bitch. Not that that's necessarily alpha behavior, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I really can't wait to listen to this, and I hope that as it progresses, that he's very, very successful, just so that I can post it. Just so that I can post it in, like, red pill forums and be like, apparently what you need to do to become an alpha is listen to a woman.
Yep. Yeah. It's
all of y'all's advice about delete Facebook, lawyer up, and hit the gym is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. Just listen to me. Shade knows everything. No, but I really like it because we have great chemistry on air. I definitely feel like he is the type of guy that, like I said, anyone can listen to. So I hope they do.
Shade.
Yes.
What's the average rainfall of the Amazon basin?
Probably. I had a fucking snappy fucking comment and then I held it back.
Shade does not know everything. Shade does not know about the average rainfall in different areas.
It's true. You know what I do know though? You know what I bring to the table? I know the regional dick size now. So I have that.
That handy dandy chart has just given everyone a piece of information that they alone can possess.
It's because of that I can now make travel plans. Oh, speaking of travel plans, so I'm fucking traveling now. This fucking shitstorm is going on tour.
I love it.
No, I'm doing a photo shoot, which is kind of exciting. And then if anybody else wants to hook me up with a photo shoot, I'll work for you. I used to do this for like a living at one point, believe it or not. And I thought I was like too old and dried up, but apparently I'm still cute.
No,
So
you are still cute. You're not even old. You're like 30.
I know. No, I am 30. It's not like 30. I am 30. So
Yeah, but that's not old.
No,
like
I know.
that's not old at all.
It is for the industry, though. I do, if anybody's listening and you're like filming any sort of movie stuffs, I've done that as well, and I would like to do that again. So, hey.
I can't believe you're not trying to go for the job that I sent you.
Which one?
MI6's recruitment drive, being a spy.
Okay,
Consider a career in espionage, is all I'm saying.
I need to consider all my options because, you know, living in America is getting more and more fucking expensive. I'll tell you what, I need to move the fuck out. I'm pissing too many people off.
Yeah, you should move here so we can hang out.
We're gonna have like a bi-global relationship with everyone else. Like, you're all I have in the UK, which it might be enough.
Yeah, but
actually.
Yeah, no, because there's Ben and Nugget.
And I do have a sick kid in the bathroom right now, in case you're interested.
Yeah, well, she's not. She's in my bed now.
Oh, right.
But she was like, put a movie on for me. And I was like, yeah, all right. But I'm going to pick a movie. And I'm going to pick a movie that you've never seen before. And I want you to watch it because I think you'll really like it. And I've been doing this to her a lot lately. And she's watched, like, so far, every movie I've shown her, she's loved. So It started with Flight of the Navigator. I was like, modern kids don't know. You're going to know. You're going to know about Flight of the Navigator. And she was like, oh, it's not animated and all that. And I was like, just watch it. And by the end, she was like, oh my God.
I have to start thinking,
it.
okay, I am just now getting to the point where my son will like sit through a whole movie, you know? Like,
wow, already?
Is that early?
That is early.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he's not even 2 yet. That's way early.
Oh. Okay, yeah, well, he pretty much does. He'll, like, I mean, if it's a really long movie, obviously not, but generally, yeah, like, he'll watch a movie with me.
Wow.
And then, so, recently, I've been kind of cycling through, and he's a child that got into stuff when I didn't know he was in the stuff. And so there's been like a lot of broken DVDs in the process.
Yeah.
And so we're down to like a couple right now. It's like Muppet Christmas Carol and
I love Muppet Christmas
Toy Story
Carol.
2. And I like Toy Story 1 is like one of my all-time favorite movies. I fucking love that shit. But like, he is gonna not even know that really exists because the second one is the only one that we have right now because he killed the first one.
Girl, I will send you movies. I will email you like a fucking 100 kids movies.
Do they have a virus? Because that was the problem last week. So
I had my first day yesterday.
You had your what?
My first day of my new little pocket money side job.
See, we're all having to be side bitches right now because none of you guys are giving us any money. She dropped the ball on Patreon. Yes, okay, we know.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yes,
but
I did.
I'll get it.
That
I'll get to
is my
that.
fault.
I'll get to that. Okay, but I'm not even. We'll get to that in a second. I'm more concerned with the fact that you guys know it exists and you could give it money anyway. You could be giving us money. We need it. We're poor balls. Okay? I am a fucking unwed mother. What else can I say that sounds pathetic? It doesn't sound, to me that's not pathetic though. It's like unwed mother to me sounds like you fucking made a good decision.
You know, I think it says a lot about society and the societal conditioning that you've undergone in your lifetime of just growing up where you grew up, where you go with, to be pathetic, you go with unwed mother before you go with had actual brain worms.
Yeah. Yeah, brainworms should really take the cake every time. If you haven't had them. Okay, and by the way, I should just be honest. I do that sometimes, most of the time. Fuck it. Don't eat the local food. I don't care if it's a land tour that your fucking cruise ship organized and you trust them and they seem like nice people. And you go, and everything seems good, and the food is delicious. I'm sure it is. It was great. I'm telling you, it was delicious. And then 3 years later, you don't know your own fucking name and you can't drive a car. Telling you, ain't worth it. The barbecue isn't always worth it. So you eat on the stateside, or you eat on the ship, or you don't eat in other countries that don't have food regulations.
But that's what like libertarians want. They don't want government telling them what to do. And it's like, well, it's like you want brainworms then, don't you?
Okay. Okay. Let me just tell you, the struggle is real. I am now colorblind, not even legally colorblind. Well, I mean, red.
Are you
green.
illegally?
No, I'm legally I'm legally blind in one eye or some shit. I was like, it's all fucked up. Like, I shouldn't be able to drive. I just keep all this shit off the record. So I'm gonna snap some of that so that I know to go pick some of that out later. But generally, I mean, I've said this, I'm a sputtering car. I am. I'm a fucking sputtering car. I shouldn't be alive, which is why I feel like, I smoke, like somebody's like, well, you smoke cigarettes. And I was like, I've only been at that for 2-3 years now, so I'm not really that worried about it.
Dude, you know what? It's so fucking horrible when you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, and they look at your, this happened to me the last time I went to the doctor. They look at your fucking file and they're like, oh, you've been smoking for 25 years. And I'm like, well, when you say it like that, it sounds really fucking bad.
Yeah. You're like, all right, Grim Reaper, anything else, you fucker? Jesus Christ almighty. Anything else you want to... You know what they say to my mom when she goes in? They're like, oh, so you're still in the... You're still in the obese category, I see. Fuck.
To you.
No, to my mother. Which I mean, she is overweight, but she's not obese. Like not like the great white whale. Like she's not that big.
Obese medically is 27 to 46, I think, percent BMI, and then over the 47 is like that's when you're morbidly obese. And I always thought, man.
I'm seeing the numbers over your head right now. You're like the fucking numbers shaman. You're like, it's 40% index and like the BMI's.
It's because I just read this the other day. Like literally 2 days ago, I read this.
I believe you.
And for some reason, it stuck in my brain. Probably because I didn't need the information. Man. That's what I remember. Stuff I don't need to know.
That's how I am. I'm always remembering shit I have no business remembering. And the shit I want to remember, I'm like, oh.
So, do you want to hear about my day yesterday?
Yes. No. Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
There's always this moment because they provide transport.
God, you're making this sound like a prison job.
Oh, I know. I know. Right?
They provide transport to and from gated community.
and we're driving out of the city, and I'm like, man, it would be so fucking hilarious if I got axe murdered.
Why do you think that's funny? You're like hauled away right now. The fucking doors are locked from the inside, and you're like, this is fun. This is gonna be my first kidnapping. I always wondered how this would go.
Because I just think, like, after the life I've led, to be taken out by two little old men that are, like, in their 70s would be so fucking ironic.
I mean, I feel like... Have you ever seen... You've watched The Handmaid's Tale, right? The Handmaid's Tale?
No, not yet. No, I need to. It's on my list.
Oh, my God. You just reminded me of this, like, old, like, milk carton guy that, like, picks her up in the second season. You'll get it. When you finally get to the first season and then the second season, because you have to watch them obviously in order. I'm saying all of this nonsensically. Anyway, gentleman old man ends up dead skis. So I hope that doesn't happen to the little... I mean, it would... If anybody tried kidnapping you, they'd end up dead.
Yeah, well, it depends on my mood. Either I'd curl up in a ball and cry, yell until they got really fucking annoyed and either shot me or dumped me off on a side of a road somewhere, or I'd stab them.
I think it's really 2 or 3. I really think A isn't even in the running because you're too angry lately. You have been so heated lately.
I have been. I've been a freaking...
The rage begins. This is the triggered episode.
Oh, this is the triggered episode. And before anybody writes in, both of us have been diagnosed with PTSD. So when we say it's the triggered episode and we have been triggered this week, we have been actually triggered this week.
Yeah, like triggered to the level where I wasn't gonna record with anyone.
I couldn't even watch relaxing YouTube videos to try to like bring myself out of it last night because the guy, like, my dream is to own a bus and to convert it and to live in it, and I'm saving up for that now. And so to relax, I watch bus conversion videos so I can get ideas for ways to improve what we're going to do to it. Ours
Like
when we get it.
HGTV, but for buses.
Right, but so many people were like walking towards the camera and doing hand gestures really erratically while they were talking at the beginning.
Stop.
I couldn't even fucking watch it. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't handle it.
I was listening to a podcast that triggered me the other night. I really love this podcast. I'm gonna give it a shout out actually. Let's Not Meet. It's an excellent podcast.
Is that based on the subreddit?
Yes.
Oh,
Where he
I didn't know
reads.
they had a podcast.
Yeah. So he reads stories that are submitted from listeners and on the subreddits. And it's excellent. And it's all these stories. I don't know if any of them are true. Some of them, I think a lot of them are true. But anyway, normally I listen to it, you know, just to like stimulate my mind when I'm bored. Not when I go to bed, because I know like I'm trying to wind down. But dude, my heart rate started racing and picking up, and I was like, fuck, I can't right now. So then I put it on Chick Chat, which is a podcast I'd never listened to before, which is a couple of women like us, you know, talking shit, which I respect the shit out of them for. So shout out to them also.
Yeah, they were in the chat group when we did
They were.
our appearance on
My Worst Holiday, which is now live. That's now out there in the world. And they want to have us back, which we're going to have them on actually to do Ask a Guy or Ask a Dude. So now we need like extra questions because there's like 2 dudes. So we need to field 6 questions or something.
I mean, or we could just do 3 and they can both give their answers.
We could do that. Yeah. Okay. So speaking of getting triggered, what has you triggered? We'll start with you. Ladies first.
Right. So I've gotten a very part-time side gig to give myself a little bit of pocket money and take a bit of the financial strain off. But because I'm still in EMDR therapy and things like that, nuts basically. I'm only doing 1 day a week right now because I just don't. If I take on too much, I'll shut down. Right. So I'm doing life modeling, and while I was at work.
Okay, wait. You have to explain what life modeling is because I didn't know.
Oh, did you not? Oh,
I didn't.
Okay.
And here's the craziest part about that. I've both been a model and I've gone to painting classes.
Yeah, you pose nude for art classes for them to sketch or paint. And they one of the students let me keep one of the sketches. Look.
Oh, I love it. That is so cool.
He was really frustrated with this one actually because he kept fucking up my face. He was like, ah! And he spent like forever just doing my nose. But he got my nose perfect on it, but the rest of my face is like all wrong.
I love that you got to keep it just for your office there.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, so did you get to see everybody's work? Are you allowed to see the artist's work?
Yeah.
And what was that like?
It was really cool because I thought going in that I would just be in one pose for the whole 4 hours and just get breaks where I could stretch out and stuff.
Right.
But it wasn't. It was like you do a pose because it wasn't a painting art class. It was a sketching art class.
Okay.
And so I did a pose and I'd hold that pose for about 10 minutes or so. And then they'd let me stretch out and I'd go back into it, or I would go into a different pose. So I got to do lots of different types of poses. I got to do standing poses and laying down poses and sitting poses and things like that. And then we had a little break in the middle for lunch, and then I went back and it was the same. It was really good. It was a small class. There was only a few people there. Laura went.
You two are so fucking cute. I'm leaving that in there because I just think it.
Oh. He was letting me know that because a new episode of Legion After Dark has dropped. And yes, and he was like, obviously the audio's dropped and it's been up for a couple of days now, but he's almost finished doing the YouTube thing to get the episode up on YouTube. So we'll be posting that to YouTube tonight. So if you don't listen to Legion After Dark on Stitcher or iTunes or any of the other bazillion places it's at, YouTube. It's always there.
YouTube. Yeah, I actually just realized that I'm gonna have to get the beta on the YouTubes. I'm gonna get them out of the bowl and on the YouTubes, just like on the Googles. You see how technical I am?
Yes, very sensitive. Oh, but yeah. So after the class, the guy that runs it said that he's gonna. Now that he's worked with me, he was like, "How did you find it?" And I was like, I really enjoyed it. But is there anything I could do better and everything? You know? And he's like, No, you're fine. And he's gonna be recommending me to other art teachers all around the area.
So how did you find out about this? Because this is such a cool job. Is it at a school, or I mean, is it a conservatory?
Some of them are at schools, some of them are at museums, some of it he's going to be talking.
Craigslist? What do you guys have out there in the UK?
No, it's all word of mouth.
Duke's List?
No, actually, my friend Laura used to be a life model, and she heard about a friend of hers told her about this gig, and she doesn't do it anymore, but she passed it on to me, and then obviously because the artist that runs the class, obviously the art community in Lincoln is very tight knit, so he'll be talking to different people and recommending me to different people and things like that. So
you're gonna make that money, honey.
I get it, and it is like such a great job because you literally sit or stand or lay down.
That's your thing.
And that's it.
That's like your thing.
It's like being paid to meditate. Like you just go places in your mind and you're like going. Though, when I woke up this morning, I was actually like sore, like I'd worked out yesterday.
Yeah, well, holding a pose is not. It's work.
Yeah, it is, but it surprised me a bit. It was like, yeah, it was difficult, but it wasn't like lifting weights difficult. But apparently, I'm actually now just now getting back to like going to the gym, and that muscle fatigue you're talking about is a real thing. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I need to really start walking in heels like everywhere, which I don't really want to do, but I think that all the time. But I have to do it because it's like you have to train your fucking body again to get used to them. Because once you're used to them, it doesn't really bother you anymore. See, it didn't until I moved here, and now I can't wear heels.
Why?
Cobblestone streets.
Fucking
cobblestone. I wore heels to the Tower of London when I first moved here, and oh my god, such regret, so much regret. There was only one other fucking woman in heels there, and it was another American. It was an American tour. Yes, and we were like walking our heels, going, "Oh God, how do we walk on these?"
Okay, well, now that you've beat around the bush a bit. Because you told us what you were doing, but you didn't tell us why you were triggered.
Right. So while I was there, my oldest daughter was babysitting my youngest daughter and my dog. The cats don't need babysitting because they're cats.
Right.
And I get back, I start coming home, and Ben calls me because Ben got home before I did.
Right.
And says that Rosemary went and walked the dog and left her little sister, who's 6, alone in the house. So that was it. I was off. Like the amount.
Wait, but for how long? For the duration of the walk?
Yeah, for about 20 minutes. But it doesn't matter. It was still.
She should have been on the walk.
Yeah, I lost my shit. And then I crashed immediately after I lost my shit, and I just had to go to bed and just calm down. Now, my oldest daughter says, after the massive freak out, that she said, I didn't leave her alone. I didn't take the dog for a walk, and I was lying so I wouldn't get into trouble for not taking the dog for a walk. And I wasn't even trying to hear it. I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, either way, you fucked up.
Right. You either didn't take the dog or you left your sister.
Yeah. Either way, you fucked up. But today, yesterday I was looking everywhere for his lead to take him for an evening walk, and I couldn't find it. So he didn't have an evening walk. So he didn't have a walk at all yesterday. he got to play in the back garden, so it's like he was locked in the house, but still. So we were looking everywhere for it, and we couldn't find it. This morning, I found it. And when I found it, it was definitive proof that she didn't take him for a walk. So she did not leave her sister on her own. She didn't walk the dog. Because a few nights ago, me and Ben were smoking a bunch of weed and chilling out, and the lead was on our bed, and he put it on a little hook next to our bed, and it's never gone there before, so we forgot about it and couldn't find it, and I found it there today and remembered him putting it up there. So she didn't take him for a walk, which isn't as bad as leaving her sister alone, but that the whole scenario just really set me off. It was quite difficult to cope with, to be honest.
I can understand that. I remember yesterday when you were messaging me about this, and I was like, "What the fuck, teenagers? If you're listening, and you might be, because you guys can listen to podcasts. If you're listening, I've been you. Okay? I've been the fucking thoughtless motherfucker who thinks they know it all. And when I was listening to my wife tell me about what was going on, it wasn't just the frustration of a mother, it was the disappointment. Because
I was so disappointed.
Yeah, as not only as a parent, but in a relationship, in any relationship, when you have an expectation and that expectation is in some way violated because the truth is unveiled, because it's deflected, usually it comes down to brass tacks, like truths and lies.
Yeah.
And collateral damage of that. And pretty much that. I don't want to oversimplify relationships, but it really often comes back to lying or not lying. Or, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just kind of going down that road for a second. But anyway, when I was listening to what she was saying, I have to be honest, it's not that she wanted to come down on her daughter at all. It was more that there was an immense amount of concern for the youngest. And then really, she knew better. But as a teenager,
she's 14.
As a teenager, I'm going to say this to parents and teenagers. I fucking know you're not thinking that shit through. I know you're not. And honestly, just the way she didn't think through lying, she didn't think that shit was going to blow up in her face the way it did. And look how that worked out.
Yeah.
She was she thought the lesser of the two evils was going to be lying about... And she was wrong. Dead fucking wrong. She had a whole afternoon and didn't even pay for it. And then she thought can we say this? That she tried deucing out on you?
Yes.
So then she leaves her mother to rot at her house, all upset. And that didn't work out for her. She got reclaimed to the home. Because, when you're a teenager, you're still being raised. It's our responsibility for you to fuck up here and not do it out there. You need to learn it from us, because if you do it out there, the world is a lot colder, and they won't fucking forgive you, and they won't fucking come back to the table with you. So you gotta fuck up here. Fail here. And then be sorry for it and actually think shit through a little bit more. Because that's what you're supposed to get out of being a teenager. You're not supposed to... The angst is normal. I get you're gonna be a pissy son of a bitch. I know who you know. But...
Oh, yeah.
And we can accept that. We're gonna love the hell out of you anyway. But what you need...
And we all know it's coming.
Yeah, we all know it's coming. Christ.
And nothing you have thought... And I know that if you're listening, you're gonna completely blow this off. But when you're, I'm telling you now, you have never had an original thought.
No.
You've never had an original idea.
No.
You are not the first person to have heard of it, to have thought of it, to have listened to it.
In fact, between your mother and I, just to say this out loud, between your mother and I, we've done it all, so there ain't shit you're gonna get away with that we don't know.
It's have you met me?
Dude, she can't even count the arrest record anymore. There is nothing you can fucking pull. There's no lie you're gonna come up with. There's no story. So, it's like I said, I think it comes down to a lot of simplicity here. You know, you felt in some way betrayed a little bit, I'm sure. You know,
absolutely.
Like, you had an
absolutely because I wasn't worried at all while I was gone.
Right.
I didn't even cross my mind that she would fuck up because she's so mature and level-headed most of the time.
Yeah, she is.
But
I've seen it. She has her teenage moments.
Yeah, she wants to do the absolute bare minimum of effort in anything she does. She doesn't excel for shit. Okay, but when there's other living things that you're supposed to be looking after, that's more important than like not cleaning your fucking room or something, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah, you have to prioritize life over the other bullshit. Your phone isn't that important. And I can almost guarantee it's either your friends or your phone you're focused on, because there ain't that much in your world when you're a teenager. They're just
that's it. That's pretty much it.
You don't have a job. You ain't paying bills, honey. You don't know the world yet. It sucks. It's getting so much. Get ready. You better get the biggest support bra you can handle, because your titties are about to be pummeled when you hit about 18. Sometimes
and you know
I didn't even make it to 18. I was like 17. World started getting fucking real.
And what's sad is, like, unlike when we were their age, they are under like 3 times more pressure than any other generation before them. So their desire to just say fuck it is probably stronger than ours was.
Probably.
Because they've got so much, and they thank God, and then I'm gonna have to go to work, and then I'm gonna have to do the real work. It's like a never-ending cycle of stress, and I pity them for it. But
and we're talking about
babysit your sister. You know?
Yeah. And okay, so this is a true story. So I was in college. This kid, you know, talk about expectations. So came from a well-to-do family, but here he was, like, doing the bare minimum. Like, always the fucking bare minimum. And one time, I told him this. I was like, one day you're gonna fuck up and they're not gonna be okay with it. And he's like, no, you don't know them. And I was like, no, you don't know what you don't fucking know. Everybody gets tired of bullshit. There's always a fucking end. So if you're the kind of drama or shit starter, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's with your parents, whether it's with your kids, if you're a shit starter, that shit's gonna come back on you sooner or later, and sometimes the damage is permanent. So here's what happened.
Yeah.
He threw a massive fucking party when they went out of town for 2 days. They were gone for 2 days, and the party was fucking 2 days long. Okay.
See, if it were us, like, this is what pisses me off about her, because she has such chill parents. I'd be like, you can absolutely throw a party while I'm gone, as long as everything's clean when I get back.
Right.
If it's not, I'll never let you do it again, and I have a network of spies.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, go ahead, as long as you clean it up.
You're not a tight mother. Wait, that sounded wrong.
I assure you, I have maximum tightness.
I believe it! So tight! No, I believe it. I really fucking believe it. I didn't mean it that way, ladies and gentlemen. She's a tight bitch, is what I meant. Like, she's the kind of mother that you could tell anything to. I feel like, fuck, I tell everything to her. Like, she's my mother, and she's like my best friend. So, you know, I get that they have a different dynamic than many parents have with their children. But I'll tell you what, it was a shock to her that her daughter was being dishonest, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That was out of the ordinary for you, it was the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, exactly.
Some teenage
it's just
parents
so
can't say that. Some of us are going to be saying, this motherfucker said this, what again? What?
She always tells me that the reason that she talks to me, and she doesn't always talk to me at the time. She talks to me when she's ready to talk to me, but she always talks to me.
That's good.
And the reason that she does is because I'm not up in her shit.
Right.
I'm like, I am here. I will talk to you about anything. I will listen. I will give advice, whatever you need from me, but I'm not going to be going through your phone. I'm not going to be going through your emails. I'm not going to be reading your journal. I'm not going to be going through your room. I'm not going to do that, because in order to teach someone self-respect, you have to show them what respect looks like.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
If
you
you're
have to
like
model
saying,
it.
yeah, if you are sitting there screaming at your daughter, why don't you have any self-respect? Blah blah blah. And it's like, how did you raise her?
Yeah.
What has been going on
What have
throughout
you been
her
teaching
life?
her?
Yeah.
Oh my
You want
God,
her to
that
have
is the
respect, but you go
perfect-
through all of
yes.
her shit.
I'm so glad
You know?
said this. I'm so glad you're saying this because this is going to lead right into what I have to say. This is perfect. Yes. 100%. 100%. Yes. I feel that the relationship that she has with you now and the communication skills that she learns from you now are leaving an indelible mark.
I hope so.
No, they are. How do I know that? Because I'm fucking living in it, which is why I'm triggered. So, I'm triggered because I'm a really strong person. I'm not saying that about myself. As like, haha, I'm really like, pat myself on the back. I fucking survived a lot of shit. Shit that I won't ever talk about on air and no one has the business to know that isn't in my inner circle. This isn't, it isn't public information. However, I can be candid with anyone. So if you meet me in person and you really want to know something and I feel like we have a comfort, sure. But I am strong for a reason. I'm strong because a lot of shit that I deal with and dealt with while I was growing up was unacceptable. And I didn't feel like I had a voice. And now my voice is too loud. If you know what I mean.
I know exactly.
Switched gears, I mean, just on a scale that's a little extreme. And I can acknowledge that I am not fucking perfect. I've got a lot of shit that I personally need to work on. I realize it more and more all the time because, when you're a parent, you have to take inventory of you. And, despite all the stuff we talk about on this show, we are parents that give... our children are our whole world, and no one should ever think otherwise. We work our days around them first. And in fact, we were doing it this morning on both accounts.
You know how people can tell that you really love your children genuinely? Because you don't post a status on Facebook every single day talking about how much you love your children.
Yeah. I haven't even gotten to put a photo up of my son recently. People ask me, and the people that I text on a regular basis, I'll shoot them a photo if they ask for it, but I'm too busy raising him. Sorry.
I'm just terrible at taking pictures. I don't take pictures of stuff because I'm doing the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the thing and taking pictures of it.
I love taking photos, so that's why I have a million photos of him. But I won't put them on. It's not your business either. I don't like the fact photos of my family were used against me, and of me. So if you're the kind of piece of shit that wants to crawl on my Facebook, now you can only use my photos, and then you can deal with my lawyer like the last guy. Because I won't fuck around. They're not your property. Serve this as a warning. You want to take my photos? I'll hunt that shit down because I have people and engines looking always. I will fucking find it if you fucking put anything out there that has to do with me. I'll know. And you're going to hear from my lawyer. And it gets uglier from there. Because I don't get involved. See, that's where I grew. I learned that certain fights I don't need to get emotionally involved in. But at home, it's interesting. I am living in a history, and it's cyclical, and it's really a toxic situation because I feel like I'm trying really hard and I'm being told I'm not trying at all. Then I'm conversely told I'm trying so hard, it's so obvious, and then conversely told, no one would even like me if they had to be close to me, and it's like, well, people are.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
At what point would anyone think that it's their business to comment
I love
commentary to comment on someone else's level of try.
Oh, that's good. I don't have an answer.
You know?
I don't have an answer.
I mean, what the fuck? Why? At what point do you sit there and think, you know, that guy over there, his level of try is not where I think it should be. I should go say something. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know?
There are certain things I want to model for my child and certain things I just don't really feel are conducive to him being raised in general. Like, I wouldn't want him to be exposed to it. I wouldn't want him to be around it on any sort of consistent basis. But weirdly, I feel like that drive comes from all of the pain that I have.
Yeah.
My need to keep such distance between him and that drama, which I can't always.
No.
You know, I
you
can't
can't.
shield him from it always. I want to so fucking badly, but I can't always. Sometimes it's just like fucking other people and me. And and I'm not acting like a blameless victim here. I'm not. I feel like in private conversations you would admit I blame myself a lot more than I'm blaming other people.
Yeah, you should stop doing that.
I know.
You do that. You shouldn't.
That.
You should. You shouldn't. There is no blame for you in this situation. You know? And it's not one of those like, oh, I'm just getting your side of the story. No. You are not to blame in this situation.
I've
at
said
all.
that to you before. I'm like, well, you know, this is my version, you know, like their interpretation is going to be different. And you were like, yeah, I don't care because I don't care.
Because their interpretation is idiotic and fucktardian.
Fucktardian. But it's
and she does though. She does. She'll tell me their interpretation. Be like, well, they're coming from. They're thinking this, and it's always some stupid shit. They're like, who gives a fuck? No, that's.
I'll repeat what they tell me to her, and she'll be like, "That's stupid, though. I don't fucking care."
Like the whole commenting on your level of try thing. Yeah. It's just like, well, how fucking hard are you trying at whatever? What are you doing right now? I'm putting groceries away. We're not trying enough.
No, that's when I get we're old, we don't need to change.
But trying and changing are two completely different things.
Also true.
So, yeah, you didn't say they needed to change. You said they wanted to know what their level of try was.
Right.
They're not. They're deflecting.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, yeah. But and I will say this. Moving forward in my life is very difficult for me because I do have a lot of anxiety. It holds me back in the work sort of arena. I can't hold a normal job, which I'm not proud to admit, but I tried as late as this year again. There are too many triggers in the normal day-to-day 9-to-5 job for me right now. So I don't care if I'm judged for that because that's just where I'm at. So think whatever the fuck you want. I'm doing the best I can, and I am working always to try. Like, I'm always trying to push myself forward when it comes to getting over my anxiety because it spider veins through my whole life, and I don't really want to be like that. You know, it's not something I want to be part of my personality or my makeup, but it is something that I'm surviving, and it is something that I feel like to a certain extent, if you're saying you love me, you should have an understanding about. But then I'm told, well, you know, I don't need to understand anything. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to say to that.
My comeback would be, why? Do you not have the required equipment?
No, that'd be my comeback. Don't care. They'll say that. You know?
Yeah.
So like, but now let's talk about how when you're raised a certain way or you feel, let's not put it out there like that. I'll say this. when you feel you've been raised a certain way, and for you, it's started a process of triggers, whether or not the other people acknowledge it. I'll say that. Okay? Moving forward, it absolutely impacts your personality type and the shit that you put up with. So much so you may not even realize what you're signing up for, like in my case. Like I didn't even know the person that I was getting involved with could behave in the way that they did. Or how similar it was gonna be to the way I was fucking raised. And it was really just a series of events. And then I went to myself for like the longest time, well, I'm the common denominator, so maybe it really is all my fault.
No.
And that's what caused the crash.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, okay, well, the only thing that is in common is me. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah.
And
I think everybody's felt that way, but that doesn't make it true. I mean, okay, in some cases it makes it true. In your case, it does not make it true. You know, because
my face right now.
Yeah, because picking someone because they're similar to the toxic ass people that raised you is one thing. Picking someone that you think is completely different and maintains that facade for a very long time, and then that mask finally drops and you see the real person, is very different. Because when you saw that real person, you bounced. You were just like, I'm not having it. I'm not putting up with it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And you got rid.
I couldn't.
If you had stayed, like if you had gotten with that person to begin with, yeah, okay, then I'd be like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
Yeah, no.
You know?
And
That's
for
not what
that
happened at all.
matter, I think that some people can change, but sometimes you need to give them that tough love and be like, no, the wall is up. I'm done. I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Because you need to save yourself, and they can save themselves. You know, maybe not alone. Maybe they need to be reaching out for help as well. And you can, you know, offer some sort of support if you feel comfortable and it isn't detrimental. In my case, it started becoming detrimental. Like, I was too... You
were way too forgiving.
Yeah.
I was like, for like months, I was just like, dude, get rid of this person.
I know.
Don't make me come over there.
If you guys want to comment on this, or you've like struggled with anything like what we're talking about, either with your kids or your relationships, or like the way you were raised impacting, you know, future friendships, relationships, anything like that, go ahead and call us and leave a message about it. 407-984-6919. I'm interested to know if anybody has comments about this, because I feel like it's a very... I can't be the only person who has felt like they chose the wrong person, and or they tried salvaging something for the right reasons.
Yeah. There's that's I think that's a pretty common thing that everyone's been through at some point, you know?
Yeah, and then it's hard because, you know, I feel very little support. And I think partially that's my fault, because I don't ask for it. And I'm afraid to ask for it. I'm afraid to like that when I was really crashing the other day, I could have... It was a Wednesday. And I thought about reaching out to you, but immediately thought, well, you know, it's a Wednesday. It's a rough day, you know? And I was like...
Yeah.
And then Thursday, I was still down, and I still didn't, you know?
Yeah.
Something was always holding me back from just saying I'm sad. Like...
Yeah. Be there. I need someone to be here right now.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with... Why is that so hard?
I think it's hard for a lot of people because asking for help is admitting weakness. It's admitting vulnerability. And that is fucking terrifying to most people. You know? Like, for me it's not, but I'm batshit crazy. I will just be like, you there, I need help, you know?
I think that's why
like,
it's easier for you. I think
crazy.
it's because you feel like in essence, like a comfort with people that maybe I just lack. And and when I feel it, I'm still afraid. I'm afraid to reach out. And even if the answer were no, for like I'm sure there would be a legitimate reason if you were like, no, I can't right now, you know. I guess it's the fear. There were a lot of no's while I was growing up, and not enough yeses.
Yeah.
And maybe I haven't
feel
gotten
that.
over that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
Dude,
entirely
I
possible.
feel like I'm like opening up a whole fuckload of worm cans. Like, a can of worms. God, see, I can't even. This is like the knock joke you required me to say the last time, and I fucked that up so bad because I can't knock joke.
I read a really great knock joke the other day, and I was like, I must remember that. So next time we record, I can tell it to you. And I completely forgot. Yeah.
Bongwater moment. Bongwater moment. So
I know I should have its own theme song.
More to the point, I didn't really mean to like go on a whole fucking tangent. I'll cut some of that up, I'm sure. But like, more.
I don't think you should. You know.
Really?
I don't think you should clip any of it out, you know? I really don't, because like I said, what you're saying and talking about growing up and things like that, and those habits that start and maintain themselves that you have to sort of fight against, is something incredibly relatable. I think a lot of listeners will totally get that, you know?
Yeah, like, I'll give you an example. Okay, I was raised by a drinker, picked a drinker. Didn't know he was gonna be a drinker. Like, he was drinking, this is gonna sound stupid now that I say it out loud, but like, he was drinking when we met and stopped drinking. Then would drink, like, occasionally, very socially. And not to say that I have a problem with drinking in general, I don't really do it. For me, it doesn't agree with my body. I get very sick if I drink. But I have a problem with drinking to excess when you make bad decisions. If you make bad decisions that impact others, and that's a problem for me. If it's impacting me or my kid or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
or like you're drinking and driving, because that's obviously affecting whoever you're driving around.
Yeah, I mean, fucking. Sorry, I'm just rolling a joint, but you know, there's a big difference between having a couple of beers and having a fifth of fucking whiskey, you know?
Yeah, like, if it's 11 a.m. and the scotch is gone, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the fucking hell? And, you know, the other thing is, I feel like alcoholism is a series of behaviors that build up, and that becomes your fucking mistress.
Yeah.
That's your first love. And I've seen it, and I'm still, like, I think that's why I have an aversion to being with somebody who, like, likes to get drunk. I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
For me, it's just not. Like, I don't care if, like, I know lots of my friends get drunk all the time. That's, like, their thing. That's cool. But for me, it's not because of my body chemistry. Like, I used to drink. I'm not gonna lie. I drank and drive once and realized really in the moment what a bad fucking decision it was and how irresponsible. I mean, I was like overly responsible my whole life. I really was. Even while I was drinking and driving, I was like, this is so irresponsible. You're such an asshole. And then I got home, and then I was like, I'm never gonna do that again. And I remembered it. And then my very first hangover fucking cleared me of ever wanting to drink.
Yeah. Hangovers are awful.
Dude, I had no idea that people did that on purpose. Like, or not on purpose, but like, we've talked about that a little bit. About how I didn't know what to expect, and then it's like, no. But I do think that I made a lot of the wrong choices in men, in life, in business, because of the shit that I was willing to put up with, that I shouldn't have. I should have been like, no, here's my line. And I'm getting better at that. Because I'm tough.
That is so good.
I'm tough, but like, I'm tough in reaction to instead of in defense of. Like, I should offensively be like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I feel like this. And actually with certain people within my circle, they know me so well I don't even have to be like assertive. I can just be like, can I just say this? But even as well as I know you and as much as I love you, like you're fucking family, I was still afraid. It was a mental patient. I'm still female, guys. I know it's surprising. I just figured it out. I seriously think I have too much testosterone in my system. I think that's why I'm so dominant normally. I think it serves me really well. I think I've got too much testosterone. But obviously I'm female enough to feel like sad.
Well, testosterone doesn't make you not feel sad. That's social conditioning. Guys feel sad. They feel like...
I know.
Do you know, that is why I was watching a video of this guy from New Zealand returning home. And in the airport, all of his, like, friends and family, all his male friends and family were doing that Maori dance.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing that, I was like, that is the most amazing display of maleness, of just manness. That is men expressing emotion.
Say it.
You know?
Alpha. Just say it. Alpha.
They can't all be alpha, can
sure
they?
They could. In that moment,
I mean, I guess.
Could be. Sure.
Yeah, okay. But that was, to me, that was like, that is, I think men feel emotion as powerfully as women, just in a different way.
Oh,
like,
yes, I would 100% agree with that. My son is extremely, like, I can see it in his, it's almost like I could feel his heart, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's such a, he is a more sensitive kid, not because, like, I coddle him. He doesn't want me to coddle him. Whenever he injures himself, he's like, whatever. Like, I taught him that. I'm like, yes! My kid's a boss! He's like, no fucking dirt on it, Mom, whatever. Because he sees me do that. And that's what he's learned from me. He has seen me take a lot of shit, and I hate that. I hate that he's seen it to an extent, but man, he's seen me come out anyway. And he does that now. He's like, I got it.
But he's at the perfect age for you to never, ever take shit like that again. Because he's going to learn how to treat women from you.
Yes, that's true.
And he needs to learn that respect, and that women aren't aliens, fragile glass creatures,
Smurfs,
or fucking, you know, or princesses. You know, that we are whole, complete human beings that are perfectly capable of doing shit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, we are, and we have. I mean, we have multifaceted personalities. We certainly can be different people with different. A woman wears many fucking hats. I feel like.
Yeah.
You could be a mother. You could be a friend. You can be a daughter. Or you can fail at some of those. Like right now, if I look at the roster, like I think that my friends would say generally I'm a good friend.
Yeah, you're a good friend. I'd agree with that.
Thank you. I feel like my family would say I'm a shitty person. I feel like my son would say that he loves me, but he wants to play with Pop-Pop because Pop-Pop has golf.
And what is with little kids in golf?
He's obsessed
little kids love them some golf, man.
Oh, okay. So this is a thing? Okay, I'm glad I know this.
It is
I was
a
starting
thing.
to think like something is weird about him. I was like, all right.
Golf, dude, golf, bowling, any of that shit. Kids fucking love it. They love it.
I can't wait to take him bowling. His birthday is coming up, actually.
He's too little to go bowling, isn't he?
No. But yeah, he is way too early to go bowling. I'm just saying, like, his birthday's coming
You know what?
up, and I was thinking
You
about
could take
giving
him
him a little golf set.
Yeah, you could take him to do putt-putt.
Yeah,
at one of the
do
crazy
that.
American putt-putt courses.
Yeah, we've got one around here.
Yeah, let him hit the ball around.
Yep. And he's got
It'll
enough
be the best day
coordination.
ever.
And then if he's mad, he can just chuck the fucking club at me, and it'll just be like the rest of my life. Fuck. So, onto lighter topics. I do want to talk about Champion of the Week because I meant to start with this, but we should at least get into it. This guy, I saw a video that fucking took my breath away. We saw a video.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, okay. Was the building on fire?
No, the building was not on fire.
You probably know
the guy
was. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was having lunch at a restaurant across the street, watching the football game.
Right.
And this was in France, so soccer for our American listeners.
He was watching the soccer.
He looked over, and there was this 4-year-old kid hanging from a balcony on like the 4th floor. And he fucking runs
Like
from
Michael
the
Jackson on
restaurant.
Blanket, only there was no Michael Jackson.
Yeah, this kid was alone up there, and there was another guy, a neighbor that had like was trying to hold him or trying to reach him. This guy bolts from across the street, climbs up the balconies up 4 floors, and rescues this fucking kid. Like, just instantly, 30 seconds, he climbed 4 stories worth of, 4 balconies.
Holy
Up,
shit.
got this kid. It was amazing.
It
And
was.
look it up. Yeah, look up this video, guys.
It's right
I'll
in
post
our
it in the
group.
group.
It's right in our group.
It's right in our group.
It's right in our group.
Right.
These fuckers.
Yes.
Be in our group. Join our group, Daddy Issues. Also, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Daddy Issues Show. I'm plugging. I gotta plug. Oh, fuck. I gotta plug some other shit. So some other things are happening. But just really quickly though, I really was impressed with this guy. He scaled the building. Not only to scale the building, gets on the other side of it, he fucking pulls the kid up, pulls him in, and like then I don't know how like they're doing an interview with him after the fact, and he was just like, yeah, I mean, I saw what was going on, and I just had to help.
Let me tell you how France has rewarded this guy.
Oh.
He obviously met the Prime Minister.
Obviously.
He was given an award, and he was granted French citizenship on the spot.
Wow.
And he was also offered a job with the local fire brigade.
You want to do this for a living, friend?
Yeah, you got the stuff that counts, man.
Dude, got that can-do, has done attitude.
Yeah, the Prime Minister, or is it President or Prime Minister in France? I just assume everything's Prime Minister.
Prime Minister? I don't fucking know.
But anyway, he said that France is built on desire and determination, and he has clearly shown that he has that desire and determination, and just fucking citizenship, boom, granted.
That's
and
amazing.
he said that the guy said that he will always be ready to save someone in need. I'm like, an actual superhero.
That's
You're an actual superhero.
amazing.
All right. And all I keep thinking is like those people that are like, oh, all these immigrants, and they're going to France and they're marching across Europe. And it's like, yeah, you damn immigrants coming over here, saving our children, excelling and doing, being a good person all over the place. How dare you?
Fuckers doing
the
good
guy,
deeds.
The kid's dad, how this happened is the kid's dad had gone shopping and left him alone, a 4-year-old. So his dad is now in prison over there. And
As well he should be.
As well he should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's everything I know about it, I think.
That's a ton more than I knew, and I saw the video and sent it to you. So she's winning.
I was so impressed. Like, he got up those balconies fast,
He
man.
really did. He scaled 5 flights, like real fucking quick.
Yeah, 30 seconds, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
I guess we should continue doing our jobs and get back to work and shit. Wait,
Well,
should I go on our suggestion list?
yeah.
Wait, you seem like you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't. I was.
I had nothing, actually.
No, I was like,
Quizzes.
oh, do you want to do a quiz?
Yeah.
Oh, can I do this one?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Find me one to read to you.
Okay, let me.
You find better ones, because you found the hardest one ever so far, which was pretty legit.
God, that was so hard. That was such
hard.
a fucking hard quiz.
It was hard.
Nobody. Surely
that dick.
nobody.
Or like it should be, anyway.
The ultimate crazy kinky sex discovery quiz.
Perfect. Send that.
Have we done,
Put it in my little
have we done
boxy.
that one?
No, I don't think so.
Right. I'll put it in the appear in chat.
Perfect.
Paste. Send. All right.
Gearing
Sent.
up for another quiz.
It feels like we haven't done a quiz in a really long time.
I know, and we have been doing them.
We have been doing them. It's just, I think it's just been that long of a week.
Yeah, it really
It's
has
been
been
such a fucking long week.
Fucking week.
It's been such a long ass week.
The ultimate crazy kinky sex discovery quiz. I somehow doubt that will rank as highly as we do, but we're going anyway.
I'm expecting a bunch of vanilla, like, pretend we're kinky questions, like, would you let a partner blindfold you?
Did you see
like,
the
that's
subtext on this? It says, think you are adventurous and into crazy kinky sex? Why not test yourself and see if you're as kinky as you think? This is a very adult and graphic quiz, so if you're underage or easily offended, you should turn back now. It says that. It actually fucking says that.
I want everyone to just remember that warning, because you know 100% this is gonna be a lame ass quiz.
With that opener, I already feel like my penis is flaccid. So, all right, here it comes. How often do you prefer sex? 3 to 5 times a week? 5 to 7 days a week? Why is that not times? Okay. 1 to 3 times a week or less, several times a day.
I'd say 5 to 7 times a week.
Okay.
I mean, several times a day is fun and all, but I do have other shit I have to do in my life.
Yeah, I've got other shit to do too. It's like, fuck, I can't just. I mean, I don't even have. It's not even a problem. But I mean, if it were, and I had to go to work, it's like I gotta work. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. Right? I got shit to do.
What is your sexual orientation? Straight but open to experimenting. Bisexual, gay.
I'm pansexual.
Not an option. So this quiz is already not as open as you. So straight but open to experimenting?
No, it would be bisexual under their definitions.
Okay. Well done. Okay. How often do you masturbate? 1 to 3 times a week? Never, I'm not into it. Sorry, I can't even believe that was a question. 3 to 5 times a week, every day, or more than once a day?
I'd say 3 to 5 times a week. Nah, it's less than that, because me and Ben have a lot of sex. What was the first one?
1 to 3 times a week.
Probably that. Yeah, probably that.
Have you ever had sex with more than one person within 24 hours?
Yes.
I would read you the options, but I already knew the answer, so I just forgot to let you answer. Have you ever had sex with someone of the same sex?
Yes.
Yes, and it was great, or yes, but it wasn't for me?
Yes, and it was great. None of these questions are covering anything kink related so far.
I noticed
Not
that also.
one.
I noticed that also. Have you ever had an interracial sexual experience?
Yes.
And it was great, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It asks.
That's so fucking weird.
Like, is this kind of fucking?
Yes, it is racist.
It's asking. Okay, I was gonna ask. Okay.
Yes, that is racist, because that is.
I'm getting the vibe that's a little racy. Racist.
It is. It is, dude, because
My
that's
words
implying.
are so fucked up. That's how I know I've had a fucked week. My goddamn juju is off, people.
No, it is racist because it's fetishizing people of another race. It's like, yeah, I did once, but it's not for me. What do you mean it's not for you? It's a what?
The whole race.
Are you talking about? Yeah.
You sound like an asshole. Jesus. All right.
It's the most fucking weird thing I've ever heard.
Have you ever rimmed a sexual partner eating out your partner? They have to let you know what they mean. Eating out your partner's ass.
Yes.
And did you enjoy it? It asks.
I mean, it depends on if they've had a shower before we started.
Okay. It says, okay, so your options are yes and enjoy it, yes, but do not enjoy it, no, but would consider it, no.
I'll say I enjoy it, yeah. I like how squirmy it makes people.
Okay. Has a sexual partner ever rimmed you?
Yeah.
And you...
Yeah, and I enjoyed it, yeah.
I wish I didn't have to ask. It's like, can't
That's
we just
so
answer
weird.
the initial question of yes or no? Like...
I know, it's like they want more than 2 options, but they're asking yes or no questions, so they're having to make shit
they're
up.
recording this so they can beat off to the answers later. They're like, she said. Have you ever had cyber sex?
Yeah.
What the fuck is cyber sex?
It's like erotica, but between you and another person. It's
Like
just writing dirty
messaging?
things. Yeah, it's like sexting.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. But you have to do it on what, on a messenger or what? How do you do it?
I don't know, on the interwebs.
Well, you know, you've done it. I'm trying to figure out if I have.
If it's on like Messenger or something like that. I mean, it all kind of counts, doesn't it?
I would assume.
Right? All kind of
I don't know
basically
about
this.
this term, cyber sex. I guess I gotta pull out my Urban Dictionary.
It's like the same thing as sexting.
Okay.
I mean, except sometimes with cyber sex, I guess it's anonymous, like maybe because people don't know each other or something. I don't know. It's the same as sexting.
Okay.
It's just on the internet. That's the only difference.
So, have you ever had phone sex? That's the next question.
Yes.
Have you ever watched your partner have sex with someone else? Yes, and it was hot. Yes, but did not enjoy it. No, but I want to. No, but would consider it if my partner wanted to. No, it's not my thing.
I don't think I have.
Really?
I don't
That
think
kinda
I
surprises
don't-
me, actually.
I don't think I have, because any of the time I was like any of the orgies I've been with, I was when I was single. And anytime, I don't think I have done that one.
Okay.
I guess it just never came
you
up.
would consider it, or it's not your thing, or you want to?
Yeah, I'd consider it. Yeah.
Okay. Has your partner ever watched you with someone else?
Yes.
And it was hot, but
Yes.
did not enjoy it? What is your ideal threesome scenario? 2 girls, 1 guy, 2 guys, 1 girl. Neither. I'm not into it.
2 guys, 1 girl, man. That's way fun.
Power to the people.
It's so fun.
See, for me, it's the reverse. But
I've done both, but I had more fun with 2 guys.
I like women, so that's why. For me, it's a win-win.
Now, see, being with 2 women when there's no other guys there, it's just me and 2 other women. That was fun. That was hella fun.
That I haven't done. Oh wait, yeah, no, I've done that. I almost forgot. It was a long
How do you
time
forget
ago.
that?
I have brain worms and trauma in my headpiece. I can't always remember stuff. Now,
That is real.
I'm not really, like, a lot of the details, like, get a little fuzzier until someone's like, oh no, you actually did this too. And I was like, oh. Like the nightmare story. No, it's funny. It's funny. Remember, I was telling you about a nightmare I had. It turned out that really fucking happened.
That was hilarious, by the way.
Next question. Yeah, bang back a couple if you guys haven't heard it. If you have no idea what that reference is about, you are not a real listener, and you're not subscribed, and you should be. So, disappointed. Have you ever been part of a fucking... Okay, this is funny. Have you ever been part of a Chinese finger trap? One guy having sex with her from behind while she blows the other guy. What a horrible question to ask me.
Yes, I have.
And it was hot?
Yeah, it was hot.
I almost feel like I'm not going to ask that part anymore.
I mean, how is it not? Who are these people that have done that? And they're just like, it was okay.
The people who wrote this test, I wonder if it says. Let's see. Nope. But it's from Pro Profs Quizmaker, so nobody's special. Have you ever watched another couple have sex?
Yeah.
Yep, I knew the answer to that. Sex in public?
Yep.
God, these are getting easier. I could answer these for you.
None of it's really kinky. I mean,
The Chinese
or
finger
kind of
trap is
like-
the kinkiest we've gotten, and that's not really kinky. That's an expectation if you have two dudes involved.
Yeah.
It's like part of the
Right?
part of the game. Like, I've never done that before, but I like chicks, so maybe that's why. Just didn't really occur to me, I guess. I guess if a guy brought it up, I'd be like, "Are you gay?" Or I don't know. I'd probably my ex. After what happened with my ex, I've got questions all the time now. I just would need to. It's not because I think that is in and of itself a gay act. I would just need to just clarify, just to make sure. But
both of my guys, when we were all dating and stuff, were completely straight.
see, so it's a thing that exists.
And
you should
yeah,
ask.
That
not
was
make
why.
an
That was
assumption.
yeah, but that was why we were forced. Like, because my ex-boyfriend, that's why he was so big on keeping everything a secret, because he didn't want the backlash of people assuming that he was gay, which it's not something that he would give a shit about anywhere outside of his job.
Right.
His job was what he was worried about. He was fairly open everywhere else, but just his job stuff, he was really like, they cannot find out at work, because if they do, I'll never live it down.
Right. Have you had sex on the first date?
Yes.
These are so easy.
I know.
Has a partner perform oral sex on you? These are getting more and more boring. I'm here
Oh
for
my
this.
god. Oh my god. This is their version of what kink
It's
is.
like I'm now answering. Like,
Yeah.
have you
Like, do I
performed
need to answer that
oral
one?
sex on a partner? Yes, you have. I've
I mean-
heard you on air. Tell me.
And fucking, I'm sorry, you asked that after you asked the Chinese finger cuffs fucking question?
Right? Like, this is getting real PG.
And they're like, what else is
Oh, okay.
sexual?
Now I've answered some very like rated G questions, and now we're back to something that matters. Have you ever had or performed a golden shower?
Yes.
Okay, that answers that. That's the only question.
Yes.
You want to
was it
expand on
not-
that a bit?
Yes, and it's not my thing.
It's
That
not
is one
your
of the
thing.
yes, it's not my thing. Yeah. I gave a golden shower to a partner that wanted to try it, and I got nothing out of it, but I was like, yeah, all right. And it's really fucking hard, because once you like position yourself over them, you can't go. You're just like waiting, like, okay.
Yeah. It's like when you're in a rush and you know people are waiting on you and you have to like just like squeeze one out really quick and you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
totally know what that's like.
And so you're like sitting there just trying.
Have you ever had sex while having your period or while your partner was having their period?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to read you the options. It's not just yes. Now it's yes, and I finger paint with it too. And that is really an answer.
I'm just gonna go with yes.
Good decision. Have you ever role played during sex?
Yeah. Roleplay's fun.
Have you ever? Oh.
What? Oh, your face is amazing. I can't wait to hear this question.
I know this is a thing for people, and it just is okay. Have you ever let a pet or animal lick your genitals?
No, because that's fucking animal abuse.
Thank you.
Jesus
The
fucking
options
Christ.
were yes, no, but I may now that you mention it, which this quiz just got really disgusting. And then
Oh my God.
there's no. So I'm gonna just say no.
No.
I don't understand why there's a hell no, but there wasn't. Do you like to be choked during sex or experience sensory deprivation?
All of that, yes.
I know.
And I very much love it.
Yes. Have you ever cut your partner during sex and or drank their blood.
Yes.
And okay.
That's one of those, I used to really love it, but I kind of got bored with it.
No.
And so I don't really do it anymore.
Have you and your partner ever used a dominatrix?
I mean, each other?
Oh.
Or do they mean like a, do they mean like a pro dom?
I think they mean like another person.
Like a pro dom?
Maybe.
Like paying for like a professional dominatrix,
Doesn't
or like just
say.
a dom? Because yeah, I've had many doms, but I've never gone to a
yes.
Yeah, I've never gone to a professional. The phrasing is a bit weird on that one,
It is
isn't
a little
it?
odd. You know, after they, went to choking cats or whatever that just was, I'm sure they lost it. I'm sure they lost it. Do you like to be spanked during sex?
Yes.
And it says, okay, so the options are yes, I would consider it, no, and spanked and maybe even slapped in the face.
Yeah, that one.
I figured I'd read you all of your options, being that you're a masochist. Have you ever made a sex tape with a partner?
Yeah.
It says yes, you have a couple options. Or sex tape, I made a full-length porno.
Yeah, well, no, I would see, I'm torn. Does it count as a full-length porno if it's multiple sex tapes?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll go with that one.
Segments
I was like,
are okay. Even a good movie has an intermission. So I'm gonna give you that. How many partners have you had sex with? Okay, so I know there is your option. So 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11, 12 to 15, 16 to 19, 20 or more.
20 or more.
Oh my god. Okay. You got super freak. Okay?
Oh my god.
Which I'm not really surprised
That's
because
the end?
Yeah, that's the very end. There was only 31
They
questions.
didn't even mention like bondage or anything, did they?
Yeah, no, it didn't. And that's why we have our show. And it's like, okay, so it says, you're so kinky that you can make porn stars blush and Rick James would bow down to you. In fact, you probably keep a duffel bag with sex toys and blow-up doll in your car for just in case.
Well,
You're
a blow-up
chick.
doll?
Yeah.
A blow-up doll?
Yeah.
I do
In a
actually,
duffel bag.
I do actually have a duffel bag full of toys, but I do not have a blow-up doll.
Do you really keep that shit? Do you like go out on dates with your duffel?
No, because we, are poor. So the duffel bag goes. The duffel bag goes with us to events and things like that.
Okay.
And it's just a good place to store everything. So, because we have this giant drawer at the bottom of our bed, and the duffel bag fits in the drawer, so everything's kept together and organized. So that when we need to find toys, it's like easy peasy. Some of it doesn't fit in the duffel bag, so it's next to the duffel bag in the drawer. Like we have spreader bars and things that don't fit in the duffel bag.
Got it.
And my really, really nice flogger, I have a really nice rubber flogger, and it's huge. It's called the Beast. I'll show it to you next episode. I'll bring it and let you have a look.
Show and tell.
It is huge though, but that I won't put that in the duffel bag either because I don't want it to get fucked up or tangled up or any of that,
You like it.
I want it in nice. Yeah, I want it in good condition.
So, I have a question. This kind of brought up a thought. So, when you are dating someone and you're about to, like, come together and do the things. So, I know we've talked about kind of, like, there's not a whole lot of thought process, but, like, you've already, at that point, do you, with anyone you're dating, like, have you ironed out all the shit totally before you are in bed together, or have you ever just been like, fuck it, let's do this?
Okay, do you mean sex or do you mean
Sex.
actual scenes? Like
I mean,
BDSM play?
sex. I know the scene answer.
Yeah. No, with just sex, then yeah, I'm not worried about negotiating and shit like that for that, you know.
So you can, so have you ever just like hooked up with somebody? Just,
yeah.
Like, you can just do, that's
absolutely.
cool and all that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. I couldn't be with somebody long term that was like vanilla or something like that, but like just hook it up. Yeah. I mean, I'm capable of having vanilla sex. I just, I mean, hell, me and Ben still have vanilla sex sometimes, but me and Ben even still have lazy parent sex. You know, the lazy dog where you're both on your side.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Because you're both exhausted and you like really just need to get laid. So it's like, okay, this is the amount of energy we can spend on this.
Fucking tired. Nothing in the tank. Dude.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
okay. So, but when you meet someone new and there's like all of this anticipation or whatever, like you're ready. You bring over your duffel, like, do you take the lead or do you let them? Or does that just depend on the person?
It doesn't happen with hookups. It does not happen with hookups.
Which part doesn't?
None of my duffel bag does not come out for hookups.
Oh,
at
not
all.
even like a little baby vibrator?
That's different. That's yeah. I mean, stuff like that. Yeah, but those aren't like toys, are they?
Oh, okay. I see. Anything related to scenes, you're like, that stays the fuck away.
Yeah. That's something for once I'm with someone long enough to have built that trust with them, then we play and the duffel bag comes out. But until that point, I remember
of shit, but.
You know what? I do not have an insertable vibrator. I don't own one. I just never think
either. Well,
I just never think to buy
one
them
right now. I have a working one, but it's like so shitty.
I have a Love Honey mini vibrator, and then I have a Lilo Smart Wand, but neither of those are the insertable kind of vibrator. Right. And I never think to get one. But
the sailor because you have the sailor.
I just never. It doesn't cross my mind when I'm toy shopping. It doesn't cross my mind, and then at some point I'm like, we should play with. Oh, I don't have one. Shit.
I break those a lot quicker because they tend to be a little bit more flexible, and I break them. I get too enthused.
I prefer having someone else use it on me, as opposed to using it on myself.
I would like that if there were someone.
If there were someone to do that, that would be awesome.
I'm not depressed. I'm just sad. I just cry by myself alone at night. It's just normal. It's fine. Doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Do you ever go on YouTube and watch like BDSM tutorial videos?
I didn't know that was a thing. I usually just learn from my brain.
No, it is a thing, and the rope ones are made like when I started watching because I found a.
I've not seen the how-tos, but I have seen video. Yes, go on.
Yeah, the Shibari ones are not the ones I'm talking about. I started with the Shibari ones, and then I went to doing actual bondage knots and harnesses and stuff like that. And then, because you're watching a video and there's little videos under for
like you also might like these things.
And I started, and I found like tutorial how to make whips, how to make floggers, how to make collars, how to make restraints, how to make all of your shit. But yeah, how to make collars, how to make restraints, how to make you could just have rope and make fucking everything you'd need in a toy bag out of just the rope. And my mind was blown. And I was like, I'm gonna make all of this, and I didn't make any of it, but the thought was there.
You are so like, I love the way your mind works because it's like a million different directions. You are always coming up with like these ideas that you want me to capitalize on, which I love because I can't think of anything outside of the box right now. I'm just like focused on the projects I'm working on.
I need a job like where I just give other people ideas for shit. I was like, here, you should do this. What was the last one? It was like you should do you should make your own app or a dating app for
and I told you I was like that was and it was a phenomenal idea. It's just like I just fucking didn't know how to do it. But
I can't remember who it was for. It was for like, wasn't it for like mentally ill people, or it was for? Oh, it was for kinky people.
It was for kinky
because there's
people.
not a decent.
I like how you made that jump though. You were like mentally ill. No, it was kinky.
Well, it's because I'm really self-absorbed, and I was like, I know it's got something to do with me. What?
Yeah,
Okay, what am I? I'm mentally ill. No, it's not that one.
That.
Kink. It's got to be the kink. Yeah, because there's none. There's no decent fucking dating. If somebody hears this and capitalizes on this idea, I want to cut, motherfucker.
Yeah, coming for you. We had the idea first. That's intellectual property.
There is no dating site. Like, there are some dating apps for kinky people, but they suck. They're so really shit. They are fucking awful.
Well,
so
and then the people that know about them also suck. Like, I don't want to fucking swipe right on that one. I don't really bother with, like, the apps or, like, people. If you're going to meet me, you're going to meet me organically. And if we're going to go anywhere, that's also going to be organic.
What? You mean you don't like to just hang out on OkCupid and judge people?
You mean OkCupid? Yeah, no, I met my ex-husband. I met my ex-husband on there.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
That's terrifying.
Uh-huh. It is. It fucking is. You could be anything you want on a profile.
OkCupid's gonna release a tweet tomorrow that's like, we are not associated with
daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
And they're not. They're not. They're not associated with anyone. In fact, they shouldn't be associated with anyone. Oh, go on. It's okay.
What is it? Oh, come here and give me a kiss. Come and give me kisses.
Hello, Ben.
Hey, wifey.
Hi.
I missed you.
Check out all the greys coming through now.
I know, you're gonna be a proper silver fox, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you watch that video I sent you today?
I haven't seen shit today.
Baby, watch the video I sent you today.
I did like $9,000 today though.
Nice. I wish we got to keep that $9,000.
Oh, I wish.
I just see the body cash out today like this.
Nice. Love you.
Love you. Have fun.
He's so sweet. But yeah, they'll be tweeting. They'll be tweeting about it.
Dude, I gotta be honest. OkCupid let me down, and it's letting down friends of mine on a daily basis. So I just don't. If you don't like us, that's fine. I'm looking for support, though. You know, like I'm working towards getting dollars for this network and for our show, and they can start on Patreon and work their way around. Now, though, we have damagegoodsinc.com. So people have to check that out because all of the network shows are going to be listed there. And then, you know, they should be, like I said, subscribe to us, which I hope they are. I don't know if we have subscribers or not. Do you?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
What? On what though? Like on iTunes?
Fucking anywhere. I don't know how to check if we have subscribers or not. I'm assuming we
I don't
must.
either. I don't know if we do or not. I don't know how to check that. I know how to check on hold on, let me have a look.
Oh, someone wrote us. We have a new fucking review.
Oh my god!
This is so exciting. I love that people write reviews. I'm totally fucking plugging this review right now. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for Shonix to calm down.
Oh, on Podcast Addict, we have 6 subscribers.
Okay, well, let's think about
that.
that.
That's just on Podcast Addict.
That's probably. Let's think about. I'm gonna snap this, but that's probably you, me, Terry. No, I'm just kidding. Like, who is that besides us? All right. Can you hear the baby?
No.
Okay. If you hear him, just let me know and I'll stop and I'll restart.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is such a good review. I'm so excited about this. It's a long one.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Who sent it?
I think it might be. Oh no. Well, I don't know if it's the same person I think it is. But anyway, I'll read the name that's listed. Okay. Hucker Steve. Okay. So he gave us 5 stars, and Hucker Steve says,
Aww.
Into women's minds and perspectives, Shade and Lily Bongwater are not only funny, and I mean funny together, they are just plain good to listen to. You'll learn about them, yourself, maybe gain insight into your spouse's more subtle side, and you may even pick up a cannabis knowledge while you're there. That's right, the hosts are very 420 friendly, and even feature a great segment called Strain of the Week! Anyway, don't take my word for it. Ask your daddies if you can listen. And then when he says no, run into your room. Don't forget to slam the door and download it anyway from the privacy of your closet floor. Great show, ladies. Until we meet again, smoked indica can do shit anyway. Yes!
Oh my god! That is the coolest review I've ever heard for any podcast ever. Oh, Husker Steve!
Yay!
Is it Husker Steve?
No, it's Hucker Steve.
Hucker Steve, we love you.
We love you.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
So,
you know what? I'm dedicating this episode's Strain of the Week to Hucker Steve.
Yay!
I am dedicating.
He deserves it.
He
He's definitely
absolutely
a dude,
deserves
so I feel confident saying he. Hucker Steve, this Strain of the Week it's designed for you now.
Yes, this
Dedicated
is all
in
for
design,
you.
It's all for you. See
Absolutely.
what happens when you review us and give us 5 stars and give us really amazing reviews, guys. We'll fucking put that shit on blast.
That is seriously, I am like blown away.
Like my
by that
face
review.
hurts from smiling.
Oh god, that's so great. Oh, what
love
a
us.
sweetheart. What a sweetheart.
Yeah. Someone listens.
If you're ever in the UK, Hucker Steve, I will smoke with you. I'll take many bong hits with you.
All right, well, let's bring in the Strain of the Week.
So, in honor of Hucker Steve, this week's Strain of the Week is Permafrost. Permafrost is a sativa dominant strain that is named for the thick, frosty layer of trichromes that the buds of this strain are typically covered in. So when I say permafrost, picture just a crystalline dream of a bud.
Yeah, in my head, I'm just seeing like frostiness, like so thick. Like,
Yeah.
It's almost like Iceland.
Yeah, well, this is some one-hit shit.
Okay.
It only takes a couple of hits, and you immediately get the euphoria. You get increase in the flow of creative juices. You get energy. You get that sort of just uplifted feeling. Remember we talked about a few strains ago that it just made you happy? Like it just uplifted your mood?
Yeah.
And it's also good for staying focused. So this is a good one for in the morning as a wake and bake, or like in the afternoon when you start feeling like you need a nap at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
Great for that.
Cool. Like it.
Yeah, it comes with the usual side effects, cotton mouth, dry eyes, that sort of thing. But
it's like you're already in for that, so it's like, pfft.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good for stress,
Ooh, I need
for
this.
anxiety, nervousness, fatigue, and tension, typically brought on by depression-related disorders.
Oh fuck! I need this. Where can I buy it?
I don't know.
I need to. Somebody hook me up with this shit. I need it right now. I'm telling you, I'm in a fucking. My life has been really fucking stressful lately. I have my medical card. I'm allowed to smoke now. They finally. Shout out to fucking Florida, because Florida made it legal to smoke as a medical patient, which is fucking huge. Reform only vape. We, we had like topicals and shit like that. So for us, that's a fucking huge deal. Thank you for getting it right, Florida. Fucking thank you. We're one step closer to just like legalizing it, which I think is next.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So since we're on the topic of strain of the week.
Yeah.
And also send us that shit. So we can sample it and make sure it's as good as we think it's gonna be.
For those of you with chronic pain, you might not want to bother with this one. It's not good for chronic pain. It's not a big painkiller, but is fantastic for nausea. So if you have stomach conditions.
Yep. Hear you. That's us over here.
Now, let's talk about, if there were any doubt as to the strength of this strain, let's talk about its parents.
Okay.
Because this little angel is the child of two very powerful strains that everyone fucking knows.
Okay.
The mother is Trainwreck, and the father is White Widow.
I love White Widow. That's one of my favorite ones. It's so good for me. Oh, you just blew my mind. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So if you know Trainwreck and White Widow, then you can imagine how. Honestly, what is the word today? Right. You can imagine just how fucking strong this strain is.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is like, I wish I could get that in cartridge form because that shit really fucking gets me. It helps me so much. Yes.
It's so good for anxiety.
Yeah, like I all of a sudden like feel so much kinder. Like I feel like I feel softer, you know? Like,
yeah.
And also I feel less inflicted on. You know?
Yeah.
That's one of the strains that I don't really have access to out here. Although now that they've made smoking legal to medical patients, which is amazing. Huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
The fact that that's now on the table, I think they're going to start bringing in more types of strains because why wouldn't they? They don't have to be. They won't have to be. I mean, they'll still be medical grade strains. You know?
Here's my question, right? Okay, so when that happens, like let's say that where you are is legal, and like Colorado is legal. Mm-hmm. And there's a strain that they do carry in Colorado that they don't carry in your area. Are you allowed to like have it sent to you from there, like you would any other medication?
I think because it's still federally here, at least. I don't know about y'all's situation, but like here, because it's still federally illegal, you can't.
Oh.
I think the true answer to that is you can't. That's it. That's all.
No, that's crappy.
Yeah, legally right now you can't. Although, now, conversely, talk about kind of like a drug dealer situation. They have like a delivery service here.
Oh, I love delivery.
So, yeah, I do too, and I really am thinking about... But see, I never have the minimum order to not have to pay the delivery fee. And I'm the fucking cheap bitch that's like, I'd rather use my car and my gas and enjoy. I enjoy driving now again. Like I used to really, really love it.
That's fantastic.
But I enjoy it again, and I like to have like my windows down and my music is up, and I started singing again, which I haven't done in a couple of years. Like not that I really want to like put that all out there, but fuck it, it's out there now. And you know, I mean, just speaking about like building confidence. So yeah. I need this strain so I can get the other half of that going because man, White Widow and Trainwreck, like, oh my god, I think that's all I need.
Honestly, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing.
All right,
it's
remind everybody what it's called.
It's called permafrost.
Permafrost, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Permafrost. 420 friendly. Please fucking sponsor this segment. I feel like we'll be so informative. We'll talk about your products, your show, whatever you want. But we definitely need to keep this is a pillar of our show. And Bongwater does fucking strain of the week better than anybody because she knows.
Oh, thanks.
She does. You do your homework. You really do. You do your homework.
It's because I genuinely care about people getting the information.
Yeah, I do
You know,
too.
I genuinely care about people knowing their strains, you know, because with so many people using medical now, that's something that could really help other people.
Well,
you know, they
it
might
does help
hear
other
a
people.
strain.
It helps me.
Yeah.
And I'm other people. I'm a people too. And, you know, there was a time, and this is really true, and you might not have believed this, but there was a time when I was like, and my friends who are listening are probably like, yeah, it was fucking true too. I didn't like people who smoked weed. I was judging them. I didn't know any fucking better. I was like, you're all stupid, or I didn't... Like, I thought stoner... I thought the general thing that was, like, propaganda information, you know? Stoners are dumb. They're never going anywhere. Let me tell you something. I am the highest functioning stoner you'll ever meet. And I made 6 figures while smoking weed. And I was never irresponsible. I was always doing the right thing. So you can't make an association that because someone is doing a drug that is for their health, that they're being irresponsible in other facets of their life, because that's not the fucking facts.
No,
it's just
and honestly, that doesn't, like, how responsible you are in your other life does not point to a clean lifestyle. I mean,
Correct.
goddamn, look how much fucking cocaine is on Wall Street on any given day. You know,
I know for sure. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I could have sued a doctor at one point because I knew for sure that he had been on something. There, like, undeniably he was on something like hard fucking drug. But you know what? He probably prescribed it to himself.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to regulate.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
And the other reality is too, you know, you can go pick up a bottle of alcohol and do twice as much damage as me fucking smoking weed sitting on my ass doing nothing.
I know. Oh my
God.
God.
I'm a high functioning stoner. Like, when I feel well, I actually go for a run. I'm spending time doing what I need to do in the house and with my child, and like...
See, that's how I am. Like, it doesn't make me lazy. It just makes the stuff I have to get done more fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh God, I gotta clean the house. It's like, And I put music on, and then I just bop my little stoned ass around the house and tidy things. And like...
Well, I really do hope somebody that hears this and loves it. Maybe the listeners will, like, drop us a message and talk about a strain that they really like and want us to feature on the show.
I would love that. I would love to get anybody that has a strain they want featured on Strain of the Week.
Okay.
Seriously, message.
So if you have a suggestion, so 407, leave it.
Yeah.
She'll listen to it. We'll listen to it. 984. So it's 407-984-6919.
Yeah, leave a voicemail and I will play it. I will talk about your strain. I will look into all of it.
Yeah.
Because I would love to hear about new strains. I would love to have, like, people tell me their favorite strains. I'd love that.
I actually have a suggestion for our listeners to start getting involved also if they want to leave a message about this. What are your favorite fucking things that we've talked about? Because we are about to do a best of, and I want to know what some of your favorite things that we have fucking talked about were. What made you guys laugh? Just curious. Just curious. You don't have to be super specific. And then I'm gonna be peeling back through and getting, like, audio clips and stuff. I think I'm gonna make that a special episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm
should
gonna
do it
some
on, like,
collection because we have a birthday coming up.
Yeah, I was about to say we should do it on our birthday.
Well, then,
or the show's birthday.
Well, okay, our birthday is this month.
Is it?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Happy birthday to us.
Is it your birthday at the end of June?
Oh yeah, is it June? I thought it was still May. Cool.
Oh my God, I can't even follow that up. I'm sitting here and I'm laughing because I forget about my own birthday, so I'm with you there, sister. And I don't normally know what day it is either, so.
We should do it for a show anniversary.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
How many episodes do we have at the moment? Let's
see what we're into.
Is it like 15 or something?
Yeah, we're recording 15 or 6. No, 15 just went out today, so we're recording 16 right now. So that was 17. So for 20, we'll do it.
Yeah. Our
Episode
20th
20.
episode.
And if they don't like it, they can wait.
until episode 21.
Wait.
Until episode 21, and then it'll be your regular scheduled programming.
I did meet somebody that I think will be an excellent guest that I'm trying to get scheduled. He's actually from Jersey, of all things. I met him in a cigar lounge. And this motherfucker is fucking hilarious, and I think you'll get a huge kick out of him.
Oh, brilliant. I was actually going to approach Patrick from the podcast Scream Queens, where horror gets gay, because I would love for him to come on and tell us some hilarious dating stories.
Yes!
Nightmare dates and things. I'm going to be messaging him today and asking, please, would you come on our show, Patrick?
Yes.
He was on the Halloween All-Star special of the Black Annis Horror Podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, he was on.
I'll have to listen to that episode again.
Yeah, he was on the Night of the Demons review, I believe.
Okay.
But he is hilarious, and his show is fabulous. If you like horror movies and you'd like to hear about them from the perspective. If you'd like to hear about it from the perspective of a gay New Yorker, then you should definitely give it a listen. He's hilarious.
I love New Yorkers. I think anybody up north, those are my people. Actually, this guy that I just mentioned that I want to have on our show also, it's so funny that we each found a guest. So, he was like, well, there's a couple things I know about you right off, and how he knew I was from up north because he was like, you're intelligent, you're well-spoken. He was like, you're not from around here. I was like, 'cause Florida. And he was like, why did you say that?
See, normally I would jump in and defend the South as that being a stereotype, but it's fucking Florida.
Yeah.
So
There's no defense for Florida. There's no defense for Florida.
They don't count as part of the South, though. So
no, and I wasn't born and raised here. I started up north and I came down here. So anyway. All right, I think we can wind down our evening, and just maybe I'll have a naughty bedtime story for everybody.
Yay!
Might just have that for him.
And thank you again, Huck Steve, new friend.
I know! Thank
You're so great!
Please, I just want you guys to know, it really fucking makes our week when we get these reviews. And then also, hey, if you think you're funny or cool or whatever, just leave us a message. Maybe we'll think so too, and you can appear on the show.
Oh, we should find Huck Steve and ask him if he wants to come on for Ask a Guy.
I think I might know who it is.
Ask a Dude, we want you. We want you for Ask a Dude.
We want you for Ask a Dude. I like it. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie.
I'm glad we made it through another week. You have to see me on Monday because we had a whole fucking delay. Are you really gonna woohoo, or are you gonna be like, it's Monday though, I'm tired?
No, because we normally record on Monday.
Yeah, that's like our day. It's like our time.
That's our time together,
It is. It's like our moment. All right. So
yeah.
we'll reconvene 10 a.m. Monday morning. And guess what, guys? You can come too.
Yay!
We're going to yeah, you're like, okay.
All fun things.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. Well, it'll be fun. And then we're gonna get some guests, obviously. I think we should get the Scream Queens guy first.
I am going to message him tonight and see when he's available, because I know he's only just returned home from being in Vegas. So nice. I'm sure, hopefully he's not super jet lagged or anything, but I will message him tonight and see when he's free to come on, and we'll work it out. We'll work out the schedule.
Work it out. So exciting. Thanks for joining us on Daddy Issues this week, guys. Share us, love us, check the show notes because I always put shit in there. There's lots of golden nuggets. In fact, this week there's going to be a link to beta testing. But most importantly, do check out damagedgoodsinc.com, and of course the boys over at Damaged Goods. They're always getting into some shit, man. They're always recording shit, getting into shit. So make sure you're up on their episodes as well. And we love you.
We love you, especially you, Huck Steve.
She's got a crush on this guy now. She's like looking at the review lovingly, like there's gonna be an homage that we build in our close out.
I'm gonna like print that review out and frame it and hang it in my office.
It was really well written. Like, well done.
It was like review poetry.
Yeah. So you guys could be our next reviewer, as long as it's 5 stars and well written. It doesn't even have to be well written. It just I love some of the funny, quirky shit that people write. I love it. So I can't wait to hear what you guys leave on a message. I'm gonna leave them fucking phone number one more time. It's 407-984-6919. Do not fucking forget it. Yay! Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Daddy Issues, brought to you by the Damaged Goods Network.